Alright guys, this video is going unscripted. Yay! If you're a part of the Smiley community or any community around it, including my games, you probably know of Figure or TheFigureBlack, however you know him, whatever. There's a lot around him. I've talked to him so many times in the past, confronting him about what he's done, etc. Just a lot of bad shit. One of the cases is pedophilia. So as I was saying, pedophilia, he preys on younger people. I had a good friend of mine who I'm not friends with anymore, obviously. He was about 11 when I became friends with him, and I was, I think, 13, 14 at the time. And then a year later, he met Figure. He was 12 by now. And Figure basically changed his mindset. And now he's like a big, horny, like, freak. Like here's a screenshot. Let me read this. Figure, have you came? Like come? Yeah. 3, I do come. Well, I do come. He's groomed a lot of people that I don't know, and some I do know. There's people like Doge who I do know. I would say I don't know about friends, but I would say I know him. Well, like semi friends, you know. And he was groomed for 5 years from Figure. And when I confronted Figure and him at the time, I think about 4 months later things changed, and Doge wasn't involved with them anymore, which was nice. That's cool. And then there's someone else named Super Swan Galaxy. Super Swan, I don't know. Sorry if I said your name wrong. I'll put both of their channels in the link in the description, by the way. So go check them out. They're cool people. He was also groomed. I don't know for how long. I think a year, maybe less. I'm not 100%. But in both cases, they were groomed and forced to do sexual things with him for who knows how long. And in this case, you know, and there's multiple occasions of him saving his, like, pictures of his own private parts, all this stuff. And then whenever someone showed the slightest bit of, like, attention towards people who weren't women, as they weren't straight, he'd basically, like, force them into doing things, like, or peer pressure more, I mean. Like, here's a case of this, like, 3, I would call it cute. What do you mean you're calling me cute? Maybe 3. And then I know there's a lot of stuff like this. If you want to go watch Swan's video, Super Swan Galaxy videos, basically the same exact thing happened to him, where he got peer pressured. The moment he brought up he was quote unquote gay, as a joke, by the way. So yeah. And then there's more screenshots here. Let me read this. They mentioned you saved their nudes in doc, which is what the fuck, or at least the guy who wrote the doc did. Did that even happen? Who's Lori? Oh, well, yeah. You literally have nudes of minors saved already. Not right now, though. It is bad. Oh my god. And then he, like, recorded a video of him holding a knife, like, I think threatening someone for something. I don't know. The video's, like, too quiet to understand what's happening. And then here's a picture of his quote-unquote OC, which is just a naked furry showing mega ass. So that's cool. And then here's more screenshots. I don't know if this is actually Figure. This is just sent to me. This is a thing saying, oh, I'm a groomer. I know there's a lot, but this is just a video I wanted to post to get a message out there saying, don't interact with this guy. Go check out Swan, Doge, any of those guys. Those guys are cool. I don't know them personally, but I I do know they're cool people. They've dealt with Figure before. Go check them out. Go send them support. By the way, small cut in before in the video. I talked to Figure. When I said I talked to Figure like 3 times, every time I talk to him, I don't have any screenshots now because this was like 2 years ago. Um, but like, dude, he didn't deny anything. Like, he didn't deny anything I said to him. And he mentioned about disabilities. I'm not trying to be rude in any way towards people who have disabilities, but dude, even if you have a disability, it's still not okay to like basically just be a pedophile and do what you're doing. Like, people with disabilities still know it's wrong. Like, he still knew what he was doing was wrong. So I don't feel bad at all. But if you have any disabilities, I don't mean any harm or anything rude against you. I did not mean it like that at all. So, um, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Uh, have a good day. I have nothing else to say.